For me, it's hard to accept because I've always been the one giving the assistance, and then all of a sudden you're asking for assistance. It's a very scary situation, and it's a very fragile situation. Day to day, there's lots of mobility issues. I've been diagnosed with PTSD. I've lost my sanity. I can't sleep at nighttime. I have nightmares, night terrors. That's another reason why I got Bubba. Panic attacks, anxiety attacks. That's another reason. Obviously, crowds and big noises and stuff like that, that usually spooks me.
Dan told me about a shed one that he had in the yard. It's been there for like 4 months and it was causing him a lot of stress. And I was laying there, I was thinking, this guy just fought for his country. He's helped the flag stay flying. He's helped families in a war-torn country. Like, why is he gotta have stress waiting for a shed to be built?
I received an email wanting to know if there's any way that the Carleton Place Legion branch or the town of Carleton Place could assist Dan with putting up a shed that he wanted to put up in his backyard.
I've seen the lumber sitting there would just eat you inside, because once you could do that before and now you can't do it, and how are you going to get it done when you've been reaching out for help and nobody's come to help you out, really?
I put it out that day and asked everybody that I sent it to send it on to their friends to see if we could get people there the next day at 10 o'clock in the morning to help Dan put this shed up. I didn't know Dan, I had never met him before. So the next morning when we met at 10 o'clock, we had fire department, police department, volunteers from the town, Legion members there to assist Dan putting up this shed. And we had it all put up within about an hour and a half.
I turn around the corner and I just see all kinds of vehicles, first responders, fire trucks. It's amazing, the people that showed up for Dan. Even a young lad just been relayed off, and he heard about it, he wanted to come and help out as well.
I had no clue that all these people were showing up, but it was phenomenal. The feeling that you belong within a community.
The way it happened, I mean, the response was instant. And to have the detachment commander of the OPP there, and the deputy fire chief and two fire prevention officers. I mean, that's what a community is all about.
Yes, while they were putting the shed up, I had an opportunity to take Dan aside in his house, as a matter of fact, and have a little chat with him as to was he aware of what the Legion was all about, and whether he would be willing to meet our branch president or service officer to see just exactly where we could help him out.
Knowing now that the Legion's fully here supporting us, it's a relief off, a bit of stress off of us, because when you're getting no at this department and no all the time, and it just gets to a point where you don't even bother to ask anymore, because you're beyond helpless. But the Legion has lifted our spirits enough.
And we've been here since 1926, and we've been advocating on their behalf since then. But we have we have the traditional veterans and we have the modern day veterans, and it's really incumbent upon the Legion branches to search out these veterans that have come back from Afghanistan that are suffering from PTSD, such as Dan is, and assist them wherever we possibly can and help them get them knitted into the community as well as into the Legion branch, and to assist them in any way we possibly can.
I noticed a big change in Dan. He went from, I used to call him, he'd always be home. And when after the shed went up, I call his place, his wife would be like, well, Dan's out meeting with this one or that one from the Legion. Dan's in town doing something. I don't know where he is in town.
Well, the Legion, I consider the Legion an integral part of this community. It's an integral part of any community. And our Legion here in Carleton Place is very active. I've been a member myself for over 25 years.
The Legion has definitely, it's opened Dan's eyes up. He's seen that he's not alone in his battles, and that he won't be forgotten, neither will any of our other Canadian Forces members be forgotten.
But it's phenomenal. It's a phenomenal network, and I wish Afghan veterans especially would recognize the Legions within their community too, and go reach out to the Legion if you need assistance.